When my doctor first introduced me to hydroquinone and told me that it was a skin bleaching cream, in my head, I was like, oh my God, am I gonna look like Michael Jackson? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jalyn and I'm a beauty content creator. Today's video is really going to be focused on my skincare journey using prescription medications. I've been on them for about 8 months now and I want to share some before and afters with you guys, and I want to share more about what this process has been like. Before we get into today's video, I of course want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I share a lot more about my skincare journey on those platforms. For reference, I do have oily and acne-prone skin, and my biggest skincare concerns are, of course, treating and clearing the acne as well as brightening dark spots. First things first, I do want to clarify that I got all these prescriptions from my dermatologist who I started seeing last September because I was suffering from really bad hormonal acne. Here's a photo of how my skin looked around that time, and I was just not happy with it. I feel like I tried so many different drugstore brands and high-end skincare and nothing was really working for me, and I was so frustrated and fed up to the point where I was just like, fine, I'll go see a dermatologist, I'll use these prescriptions and see how it goes. Now let's get into the actual prescriptions that I'm currently using. The first one is Tretinoin, and I have the 0.01% cream. When I first started using Tretinoin, my doctor had me on the 0.025%, so from that to 0.1% is quite a big jump, and I used the 0.025% probably for about 6 months, I would say. I think I've said this before, but Tretinoin really is the golden child of skincare. It has so many benefits. Just aside from clearing acne, it also helps with wrinkles, it helps with textured skin, it helps with uneven skin tone, and the list goes on. This next prescription is Clindamycin and Benzoyl Peroxide. The Clindamycin is at 1.2% and the benzoyl peroxide is at 5%. So these two ingredients work really well together to stop the growth of acne-causing bacteria. You can definitely use them separately, but they're more powerful together. The next prescription that I use is a Hydroquinone 4% cream, and this is a skin bleaching cream. I know. When my doctor first introduced me to hydroquinone and told me that it was a skin bleaching cream, in my head, I was like, oh my God, am I gonna look like Michael Jackson? I mean, for real though, I didn't know what to expect because I feel like in the Black community, when you hear skin bleaching cream, that's what you think of. Tell me I'm tripping. But this is not that extreme at all. I think 4% is probably one of the more lower doses that is available. And here are some before and after pictures, and I really want you guys to pay attention to the dark spots because you can definitely see a difference in my skin, and that is because of the hydroquinone plus the combination of all skincare products that I'm using. Okay guys, this is the last one. I swear, this is Doxycycline, and it is an oral medication for acne. It's basically an antibiotic that helps reduce inflammation in the skin, and my doctor prescribed this to me because she noticed that I had a lot of inflamed skin and small red bumps that were just randomly on my face. They weren't necessarily whiteheads or blackheads. It was just a small breakout of red bumps. In terms of applying these products, definitely make sure that you're applying them on clean, dry skin. Remember that these prescriptions are very strong and potent, so be sure to take care of your skin by using gentle, hydrating ingredients and just keeping your skin moisturized. With the Tretinoin, all you need is a pea-sized amount of that. Anything more can cause irritation, and you're actually not getting more efficacy out of the product by applying more. With the hydroquinone, I only apply that on my dark spots per the instructions from my dermatologist. She specifically told me not to apply it all over my face and only apply it to flat dark spots. For the Clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide gel, I apply that all over my face. I just do a thin layer, spreading dots all over my face and then rubbing it in. I do make sure to avoid my eyebrows and my hairline just because I know benzoyl peroxide is kind of like a bleaching agent. I've heard it might bleach your skin or your not your skin, child. It might bleach your clothes or like your sheets or something. So I just like to avoid my eyebrows and my hairline, child, just in case. For the doxycycline medication, I take those pills once daily, and I always take them with food. I am currently on a 30-day supply, and I think I have one refill. So when I started using these products, I did experience some burning, purging, and just overall irritation with my skin. The products especially burned like around my mouth. And I think that's like a common thing with like tretinoin in particular. So what I started doing was switching my use of tretinoin from every night to every other night. And then when I did start to use it every night, I only applied it to areas of my face that didn't burn. And that whole ordeal probably lasted like 2 to 3 weeks. And this was on a very low dosage of tretinoin. So if you are looking to try that out, just know that you will probably experience some irritation. Now let's get into the cost of these prescriptions because they are pretty pricey. So the tretinoin was $154.89. Oh my God, I'm sick. The hydroquinone was $85.09. I'm shaking my head like I didn't pay for these things. I'm just like, I'm in disbelief. I hate that these cost so much. The Clindamycin benzoyl peroxide was $42.85. And then the doxycycline was $8.83. So this was the cheapest one. I will caveat that the price of these prescriptions is probably very dependent on your insurance. And some of these were covered by my insurance, some of them were not. If you don't want to go through a dermatologist to get these medications, you can check out sites like NewRx and Apostrophe, and I'm sure there are others out there where you can still get acne prescriptions without having to see a doctor. The last thing I wanted to mention about my skincare journey over the last 8 months is that I did change my diet. I significantly decreased my dairy intake. And by significantly, I mean like almost eliminated my dairy intake. We all know that dairy has a correlation with hormonal acne, and so I wanted to test this out for myself. Last October, I decided that I was going to stop eating dairy for a month and see if I saw any changes in my face. I noticed that I wasn't getting like super fat whiteheads or like clusters of breakouts, so I made the decision to cut back on eating dairy. The only dairy that I do eat currently is butter because it is so hard to live without butter, especially because I eat out quite a bit and a lot of restaurants cook with a lot of butter. At home, I do use ghee, which is a butter substitute, and I still really don't eat dairy even 7 months later. I try to stay away from it. I might have like a bite or two or like maybe half a slice of pizza or something like that, but like generally I'm either not eating it or I'm eating vegan cheese. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are interested in seeing my acne-prone skincare routine, definitely be sure to check that video out, and I will see you guys next time.